Thank you for joining me again as we continue our educational journey of the church's stained glass windows. We are here at the first of two much larger windows, significantly larger windows than we find along the side walls of the sanctuary. We're in the transept, and there's another matching window in the opposite transept of the same size and grandeur. I have to let you know, this particular window is my favorite window. You see, during worship on Sunday mornings, when I sit in my spot on the chancel, I am able to gaze upon this window. This is the window that's in my line of sight throughout worship, and it's become very special, and I'm so glad that I get to share this window with you today. At the very top of the window, we have an A for Alpha. At the window on the opposite side, there's the symbol for Omega. Alpha and Omega. God is the beginning and the end. Just under the Alpha sign, we have a pair of angels. They are holding in their hands palm branches, which carry a special significance. Palms symbolized goodness, grandeur, steadfastness, and victory. Palms were regarded as symbols of joy and triumph, and were often used on festive occasions and associated with kings, which is why Jesus was welcomed with palm branches on Palm Sunday as he entered into Jerusalem. There's a uniqueness of the angel's posture. One angel has her hand on her heart, and one has her hand outstretched. When Jesus was asked about the greatest commandment, he replied that you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Our faith has both an internal heart relationship with God and an external relationship lived out in community. As we move to the center section of the window and we find the image of Jesus with the children, the words of Jesus immediately come to our minds that are found in 3 of the Gospels. Jesus said, "Let the little children come unto me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." A hallmark of Jesus' ministry was to welcome those with little social or economic influence. The children, the women, the orphans, the ill, the outcasts, the sinners. In this image, we see on Jesus' face both joy and gentleness as he welcomes not only the children, but the women who have brought the children. You can see in the image that Jesus holds a hand on the head of one of the children as a symbol of blessing, and another child rests his head on Jesus' shoulder as a symbol of trust. Throughout his ministry, Jesus placed those who were traditionally last first. When I look at this scene, I'm also reminded that as a congregation, we have a responsibility to the children, the young people in our own church. We have a unique congregation full of retirees and young families. But Jesus serves as our connection point to bridge the gap between the ages. When we baptize babies and children, we offer a response as a congregation. We say these words together: "With God's help, we will so order our lives after the example of Christ, that this child, surrounded by steadfast love, may be established in the faith and confirmed and strengthened in the way that leads to life eternal." As a congregation, we make a commitment to set an example of the life of Christ to the children in this church. Every time you look at this window, I hope you will be reminded, just as I am, that we have a responsibility to the ministry of our children. They are all of our children. Hear now these words from Matthew chapter 19, verse 14, as you gaze upon the window. Jesus said, "Let the little children come unto me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.